EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Chicago Bears. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. On the return, it's Washington. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's second down. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 23 carries, 108 for the yardage and the score, too.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be first and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, 134 yards. Back to Montgomery on second down.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fields on first down. That's complete to Mooney. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Montgomery back to the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Fields now to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Fields. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condemned.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Max Crosby, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Draw play. Fields gives to Montgomery. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. On the return, it's Washington. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Shut him down!
Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs, fighting him off. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Buying time to his left. Room past the 20. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Right there, 54, right there.
Now a first down throw, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Dropping this underneath with Herbert. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Let's go, boys, bring it up.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
On first down, it's Fields. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Handoff comes to Montgomery. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Fields going to get this to Montgomery. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
On 1st down, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now it's Fields. Open man is Hill. He's got it. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 84 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Carr now on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 10. Carr to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, D, get up.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Fields on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A final shot before the break. Fields. It's Hill. Complete. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, and it's the Chargers who are out in front. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. 2 touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Zach Wilson, terrific in the air with over 400 passing yards there. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these 2 teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Let's go.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
From the gun, here's Fields.
He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Dancing to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st down, Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
To throw is Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Fields.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Montgomery. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
And Carr's throw complete here to Waller.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. To throw, it's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Carr. And that is incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Chicago offense set to get started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. A give. This is Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off play action, Fields. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. And his pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And going deep for Hill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Edwards.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll buy some time right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The Bears on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Single. 58.
Throwing to start the drive. Carr caught outright by Renfro. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Here we go.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
58, Mike. Let's go. 58.
Here's Carr to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to air one out. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for the Raiders.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Carr to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Carr. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Mario Edwards flies in to blow that play up.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Carr, got to have this one. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a run with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 66 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Don't stop that motor.
That's it, baby.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on 1st down. Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. To try again after the sack, Carr. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Trip. You got trips. You got 3. Hey, watch 13. Watch 13. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 90 is in Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
90 is in Mike.
Carr going to go on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Chicago,
the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win.
And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.